Our characters have rich and well thought out backstories, and unfortunately, most of the time, your readers just really aren't going to care as much as you do. My name is Dietrich Stogner. I've been writing fiction for over 20 years, and I have 3 published books in my current series. And Noelle asked about revealing details in your character's backstory. So when you're building out characters for a series, a detailed backstory is absolutely critical. By understanding the life experiences of your characters, the events that shaped them and led them to become the person who makes the choices that drive your plot forward, the trauma they've experienced, the way they were raised, that's part of the fabric that makes them who they are. But the thing we need to realize as readers is that, for the most part, our readers are more concerned with the now. They are following our characters' experiences as they move through the plot, and every time you take a moment to have them share a tidbit from their past, it kind of forces us to step away from that plot. Sometimes that's incredibly critical and necessary. In my book Ranger, Antoinette DeLuca, a wealthy heiress to a very powerful family, goes through a fairly unpleasant experience. When Jaina Creighton, her bodyguard slash escort slash love interest, asks why she's so calm, Antoinette explains that it's not the first time someone thought that violence towards her would be a good way to make some money, and shares a glimpse at a similar experience that she had in her childhood. That's necessary. That helps contextualize what's happening in this scene, the way that Antoinette and Jaina are both internalizing and coming to terms with what they've experienced. On the other hand, in my character work for Jaina, I had written this short description of Jaina's first crush, the moment she realized that she was attracted to women. It was wonderfully adorable, it was genuinely sweet, and it had absolutely no place in the story I was telling. It wasn't necessary. It didn't serve any function. Revealing tidbits about our character's past can be an incredibly valuable narrative tool. It can help add color to why they are the way they are, but it's also easy to fall into the trap of info dumping because you really love talking about this character you created and you want people to know about them. I know. My early drafts of Extraction had that issue in spades, and my editor pushed me to make hard choices about which character reveals served the story and which did not. Also, with every one of these videos, I should include a disclaimer that I wrote a very specific style of book with a very specific style of writing, and that these are meant less as rules and more as something to consider before saying Dietrich's a dipshit. I'm gonna do what I want. If you have other topics you'd like me to discuss, drop them in the comments below, and go create some art, damn it.